Welcome back aboard BLERD Force 1 with your boys Mo and Ladi. And today we are reviewing My Adventures with Superman Season 2, Episode 5. It's entitled Most Eligible Superman, and it is coming to you from Cartoon Network, streaming on Max. So what did we think about it, and should you be watching? And before we get into this review, get down there, hit like on this video. Ladi, it looks like Superman's looking for looking for love, at least according to the Most Eligible Bachelor contest for Metropolis, where they get all of like the most successful eligible people up on stage. I feel like this is a throwback to like the dating show or something like that, if you're old enough to remember that. But also at the same time, there's a bit of a meet cute with Jimmy, Jimmy Olsen, and a young lady named Kara, who is dressed in a suspiciously familiar outfit, as she's looking for someone very important. Can we guess who this is? So, Ladi, Most Eligible Superman, how do you feel about this episode?
Best episode of the season. Liked it. I really liked this episode. There was some shenanigans that were like, all right, come on now. That kind of annoyed me a little bit, but I will say this was just overall the best episode, especially with how it ended. Like I said, I enjoyed this episode. I hope that they continue with how this is going. It definitely did not go the way I thought it was. Yeah, you gotta watch. If you haven't watched this episode, guys, watch it.
Yeah. I'm not as high on it as you. I think it's maybe out of the 5 we've seen so far, maybe it's number 3 or 4 out of them. And it's mainly due to the tropey nature of the whole eligible bachelor contest that was going on. Even though I will say, shout out to Hank Henshaw, who at some point I'm assuming is going to be Cyborg Superman. For being anti-immigrant. It's like this whole thing is Earth is for Earthlings shit. I'm like, oh, America's for Americans too, huh? So it's very much an anti-immigrant screed that's going on there. Now that whole we're just we're not going to work together and all that other stuff, kind of paying off this whole Clark and Jimmy and Lois sort of not connecting with each other right now. I'm like, all right, cool. But I really did like Jimmy and Kara kind of doing the very much the anime version of the, let's show you around the city and everything like that. And here, you never had ice cream. What? Let's make that happen. And I was like, okay, I do like that aspect of it. I like Jimmy meeting Kara and them getting together, and then, or not together, but like becoming friends or whatever. And then, of course, we saw the big old fight at the end when it's revealed who Kara is. Like, so I mean, spoiler alert, it's Kara Zor-El, of course. But Ladi, you see what she was wearing? These guys, the anime influence is so heavy at this point that they're not even trying to hide it anymore. Like, she was dressed like Android 18.
Yes.
And the haircut's not the same, but like it's very much in that same deal. And much like Android 18, she's not there for fun and games at all.
And like you just said, the anime tropes in this episode, they use some good ones, but unfortunately they use some of the annoying ones where you already know the whole thing of like one of the things I kind of like hate about certain anime tropes is where a misunderstanding will happen between a character, and instead of talking about it, they'll avoid each other for like an episode or two, and I'm just like, oh, they're doing this, and then and then you already noticed because you're like me, you watched the Ranma 1/2, the whole anime trope of like, oh my god, they're so much better for you, and I'm like, literally, I am dating you. Why do you feel this way? It is like, I'm like, oh, they're using these tropes. Oh, God.
My favorite one was, I know exactly who he's dating. And she's like, Kat's like, I know exactly who he's dating. It's that Saint Fox, Silver Saint Fox. And I'm like, no, but okay, sure. But she's mad, like, why couldn't it be me? I'm like, bitch, didn't you just tell Clark to shut up about y'all being together? Shut the hell up.
Exactly. It's just like I said, it's one of those, like, it's just like I'm literally saying to myself, oh, they're using that trope. Why?
And they're
Why?
the whole I know exactly who it is. And I'm like, Cat Grant, you don't, okay, fine, whatever. We just have to pretend like we're not together. I'm like, how hard is this for you two to do? And of course the thing is, Clark's doing nothing wrong. He's just being the normal nice guy he is, but his girlfriend is feeling very insecure thanks to Cat
She's
Grant.
an anime character.
Yeah, thanks to Cat Grant.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, the Cat Grant's like, oh, you know, you're not. There's no way. And I'm like, all right, well, here we go. Like, you guys haven't been talking together anyway, so might as well. But we got to zero in on, like, that's fun and everything. And unfortunate because I like them together. So she's like, are we breaking up? Oh, no time for that because Kara Zor-El is here. And she's like, why haven't you conquered this planet? And I was like, oh, we're doing this. Okay, y'all swerved us. Okay, let's go. They swerved us. Let's get it. So she was the person that was in that Kryptonian armor that we saw earlier. I don't think she's the one that's running the show, but she's definitely of the planet conquering kind. So you gotta wonder, was Jor-El wrong about this whole situation, or did she get captured, or did she get intercepted and was raised by, I'm assuming, Zod? That she feels
that is 100%. That is not her father. That is 100% Zod. Because remember, there was a part where she looked sad because she doesn't believe, but there's like that thing on her wrist, which is a collar. Pretty much, this is Zod. I can't wait. Too bad it's not the same actor, but I better hear. Where did you learn how to fight?
I was thinking like, oh, Clark's never had to have an actual fight with somebody who knows what they're doing. Okay. Exactly. And boy, when I tell you she washed him, boy, she you may as well have called her Tide the way she cleaned him up. It was really, really good. But let me tell you, this episode, I liked all that stuff. It also annoyed me, not the episode, but people's reaction to it, because some people are too fucking young to have any kind of like contribution to these conversations about these shows. Talking about they stole from Invincible. If you don't get the fuck out of my internet, don't even sit here and act like My Adventure with Superman stole. You think Invincible, the first one to do the double hammer fist blow against somebody into the ground? Have you never seen Dragon Ball Z? And by the way, Superman did that shit before too. This is not
Dragon
new.
Ball Z.
Y'all get the hell out. Let me for real talk about this story stole from Dragon Ball and Invincible. If y'all get all the way the hell off of my internet. No.
The Superman is the original archetype. Dragon Ball Z is a ripoff of Superman, and Invincible is a ripoff of Dragon Ball Z.
Well, Invincible, the comic is a ripoff of Superman, but it's a
ripoff of both.
It's
like a combined effort.
I'm just like, oh, get out of here! No, we're not doing this right now. You will not besmirch the good name of Superman talking about they were stealing. That being said, they do steal a lot of anime shit in this show.
Yeah, which is not because the thing about it is because the reason why I don't mind this, because it's an American TV show emulating anime, where there's a lot of anime that emulate American TV shows, that emulate European TV shows, like European stuff. So if you have a problem with this, then you should have a problem with My Hero Academia. Because what is My Hero Academia a ripoff of? The X-Men.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just fine. It's just silly. It's silly people that don't know what they're talking about. It's fine. We can learn them. We can let them, improve their nerd knowledge. It's fine. We can help them out. To that end, though, the swerve with Kara being actually on the bad guy side was pretty dope, because I feel like the heel turn, the face turn is coming. She's a heel right now, and Clark. But here's the difference between her and Clark, though. He seems to have discovered some powers that I don't think she has. So their actual fight will be very interesting. But this is definitely going to make the whole Earth is for Earthlings thing a lot stronger. Because they've already said he's been bringing, problems to Metropolis, and he literally just brought problems to Metropolis because of that beacon. So it should be interesting. I'm really happy that Jimmy and her have hit it off, and I think that that's going to actually matter in the coming fight. So I don't know. I had a good time with this episode. It's not my favorite, but I did enjoy it quite a bit. So Ladi, same for you. Actually, you said it was the best one, right?
Yeah, I love that episode.
Yeah. So well, you know what? You guys go check that out. But I think that's all of our thoughts on this episode. What did you guys think about it? What did you think about what we had to say? Get down to the comment section, leave your thoughts there. And of course, you can always hit us up, supernotfunnyshow@gmail.com, blerd_force1 on Instagram and Threads, and super_not_funny_show on TikTok. And while you're down there, do us a favor, hit like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. All that good stuff helps to grow this channel, helps more people to see videos just like this. All right, thanks for joining us. Come back to the channel. Next week, we're going to talk about My Adventure with Superman, Season 2, Episode 6. So it should be a good time, and we'll see you then. Till then, I've been Mo, your comment extraordinaire on all things pop culture, joined by the anime expert, video game designer, and lover of all things superhero, my good friend Ladi. And we'll see you guys on the other side of the thread. Peace.
Peace.
We'll be right back.